Welcome to your channel that teaches you corporate English every day.
Corporate English Lab. Today, we master English for hiring and onboarding international talent. Interviews plus day one. No more losing top candidates from India, Brazil, or Germany because the interview felt cold or confusing. No more day one silence that kills retention. In the next 25 minutes, you will get 30 behavioral and technical interview questions proven to predict success. 5 full role-play interviews for engineer, sales, marketing, PM, and designer roles. A 60-minute day one onboarding agenda, plus welcome email. 10 culture-specific greetings that make candidates feel seen. A red flags checklist, and an offer call script that closes 20% faster. Let's hire the world and start them strong. Why 79% of global hires fail at the interview. Stavington, 2025. 79% of international candidates drop out due to unclear questions, cultural tone mismatches, or robotic English. Result: $15,000 lost per bad hire. The fix? Structured clarity plus cultural warmth. We use the HIRE framework: hook, inquire, relate, evaluate. Repeat after me. HIRE. This works whether you're in San Francisco hiring from Manila or London. Onboarding from Lagos. Step 130. Interview questions, behavioral plus TESHNICAL. Elope in your interview doc. Copy 1 per role. Read aloud. Adapt to the job. Behavioral predict culture fit minus 15 questions. Tell me about a time you turned a no from a client into a yes. Describe a project that failed. What did you learn? How do you prioritize tasks when everything is urgent? Give an example of feedback you gave a peer that improved results. Walk me through how you handled a tight deadline with missing data. What's the toughest decision you made in the last 6 months? How do you stay motivated during repetitive tasks? Tell me about a time you disagreed with your manager. How did you handle it? Describe a situation where you went above and beyond. How do you adapt your communication for different time zones? Give an example of leading without formal authority. What's a risk you took that paid off? How do you handle ambiguity in requirements? Tell me about a time you mentored someone. How do you celebrate team wins? Technical predict skill minus 15 questions. 16. Explain your favorite algorithm and when you'd use it. 17. How would you optimize a slow SQL query hitting 1 meter rows? 18. Design a scalable notification system for 10 meters users. 19. Walk me through your CI/CD pipeline. 20. How do you handle merge conflicts in a 50 dev team? 21. Explain REST versus GraphQL. When do you choose each? 22. Debug this code snippet, live.
23.
How do you ensure GDPR compliance and data flows? 24. Scale a microservice from 100 to 100 kRPS. What changes? 25. Explain OAuth 2.0 flow in 60 seconds. 26. How do you test a payment gateway integration? 27. Design a rate limiter for an API. At 28. Explain event sourcing pros and cons. 29. How do you monitor production incidents? 30. Whiteboard a system for real-time collaboration. Pause now. Pick 5 questions for your next open role. Save them in a shared doc. Step 2. 5 full interview role plays, 8 minutes EACH split screen. I play the candidate. You ask the exact questions. Pause after each answer and probe. Roll-play 1. Software engineer India gives us company. You. Tell me about a time you turned a no from a client into a yes. Candidate. Client rejected our pricing. I built a POC showing 30% cost save via automation, closed in 2 weeks. You walk me through how you'd optimize a slow SQL query hitting 1 meter rows. Candidate. First. Explain plan. Add index on WHERE clause. Partition if needed. Cache results if read heavy. How do you adapt communication across time zones? Candidate. Async updates in Slack, record Loom for APAC, live sync only when overlap. You great. We'll move to the next round. Roleplay 2. Sales rep underscore IMAGE Brazil gives. EMEA. Team U. Describe a project that failed. What did you learn? Candidate lost a $500,000 deal to competitor. Learn to qualify budget earlier now in discovery call. How do you handle a tight deadline with missing data? Candidate. Flag blocker. Day 1. Parallel track assumptions. Validate with stakeholder. How do you celebrate team wins? Candidate. Virtual coffee plus public Slack shout out. In person. Lunch on me. Roleplay 3. Product manager Germany gives NA startup U. Give an example of leading without formal authority. Candidate. Engineers resisted new roadmap. Ran data-backed workshop. TD% adoption. You design a scalable notification system for 10 meters users. Candidate. Kafka gives worker queue gives push via FCM APNs. Rate limit per user. Fall back to email. How do you handle ambiguity? Candidate. Write one-pager with assumptions. Get sign-off. Iterate weekly. Roleplay 4. Marketing specialist Mexico gives global brand U. What's a risk you took that paid off? Candidate. Launch TikTok campaign despite no budget approval, 3M views, $180,000 pipeline. How do you test a payment gateway? Candidate. Sandbox first. Happy path plus edge cases. Automate regression. Monitor post-launch. Roleplay 5. UX designer France gives remote team. You tell me about feedback you gave a peer. Candidate. Dev used red for CTA. Showed heat maps conversion up 22% after switch. How do you monitor production incidents? Candidate. Datadog alerts gives Slack channel gives postmortem within 24 hours. We play one roleplay daily this week. Record yourself fix, and filler words. Step 3. Day 1 onboarding. Agenda plus welcome email send 48 hours before start. Subject. Welcome to company. Your day 1 agenda * high name. Welcome. We're thrilled to have you. Day 1 agenda 60-minute, 9 o'clock. Welcome plus coffee chat me 9:15 company mission. And org chart 9:30, laptop setup plus tools IT 9:45. Team intros 5-minute each 10 o'clock. First task. Update bio in Notion Slack. #welcome, name calendar 1-to-1. Weekly book, tech-sided for your impact. Best. Alex Chun, hiring manager, * 10 culture-specific greetings, say on day 1, us. Welcome aboard. Likelets. Crush Q1. UK, delighted to have you, Sarah, cup of tea. Japan. Tanaka-san, Yorushiku, Wanagasimas. Me Herzlich, Willkommen, Herr Muller, Brazil. Bem-vindo, Anatudo Bem. India, welcome, Priya. Namaste. China. Huaning, Li Jing. UAE. Elan, Wasolan, Ahmed. Mexico, Bienvenido, Luis. France, Benvain, Marie, Enchant. Red flags checklist, reject if 3+. Late to interview greater than 10-minute without notice. Answers with we instead of I blames others for failures. No questions for you, vague on metrics. Can't explain past projects, OFFER. Call script 5-minute, Priya. Thrilled to offer you senior PM at $125,000 base plus 15% bonus. Start date March 3rd. Contract and email by 5 p.m. Any questions before you sign? Final recap, an HOMW, RAQ, now own, 30 questions, 5 role plays, day 1 agenda, 10 greetings, red flags, offer script. Your assignment? Run 1 mock interview this week using the exact questions. Record 2 minutes. Post in comments with #GlobalHireChallenge. Tag the recruiter who needs this next week. English for layoffs and tough exits with dignity. Subscribe, hit the bell, and go hire the best. This is corporate English lab where talent meets opportunity. * bonus step. The 3-minute culture fit probe, ask once. Save EMONTHS, use this after the technical round, but before the offer. 1 question, 3 follow-ups. Works in any accent. Main question, 60 seconds. Walk me through a typical Friday afternoon on your current team. What's the vibe? Who grabs coffee together? And how do you wind down the week? Follow-up probes, 30 seconds each. Energy red. On a scale of 1 to 10, how collaborative versus independent is that Friday? Inclusion check. Would a new joiner from another country feel invited to that coffee chat? Red flag scan. Any moment in that routine where someone might feel left out? Sample answers plus your mental score. Green higher. We rotate who picks the playlist. Last week, Raj from India chose Bollywood. Everyone danced. Yellow probe. Dev team does beers. Marketing works late separate vibes. Red pass. Fridays are quiet. Seniors leave early. Juniors stay coding. Instant email follow-up if green. Subject. Friday vibe confirmed. Offer incoming Priya. Love the inclusive playlist story. Contract by 5 p.m. Use this today in your next interview. Screenshot the candidate's answer, blur name. Post in comments with hashtag #CultureFitBonus. You now have a bulletproof hiring edge. Go close the deal.